Good morning. Welcome back to Planet Doug. It's a Saturday morning, just after 7:30 in the morning, and I'm on my way to meet Jamie, the subscriber that I met yesterday for coffee. And I've already left for my hotel, and I realized I wanted to catch a little bit of video of it from here. A bit further away, you can sort of see the full exterior of the Kojoy. I hadn't actually looked at it from this side of the road before. Yeah, it looks really nice from here, you know, this side and then from over there. The Winson, now Kojoy. So, I'm meeting Jamie down at ICC Pudu, which is a hawker center, what I tend to call a food court. And I met Jamie over coffee at a Starbucks yesterday, and I had this idea to have breakfast down at the new, I don't know a lot about the history yet, I haven't had time to read up on it, but the ICC Pudu market. I guess it used to be the Imbi market. I guess the Imbi is very famous in Kuala Lumpur. It's been around for 60 plus years, kind of a legendary traditional market of Kuala Lumpur. But then there was a lot of development in that area, huge towers going up, skyscrapers. The TRX complex maybe was built there, and they needed that land for the new developments. And all the market sellers and the traditional residents of the Imbi market moved into the ICC Pudu. And apparently the quality of the food and the variety of all the food carried over from Imbi. So yeah, ICC is quite a hot place to go for breakfast. And I'm meeting Jamie there, and I'm on my way. Wow, look at this street. A lot of restaurants here. Indian, Bangladeshi. Oh, right here. Look at that. Good morning. What have we got here? Charis, Restaurant Charis. Makanan, traditional Bangladesh. I'll have to come back. Morning. Just arrived at Masjid Jamek LRT station. And to get to Pudu, I have to cross the street. I can take, there's two lines that run along the same tracks from here. One going to Ampang and the other one to Putra Heights. And they both go through Pudu, so I can take whatever train arrives next. I'm moving a little bit faster than normal, just to make sure I get there on time, just in case something goes wrong. So here's a map of the area. I'm here, Masjid Jamek, and I want to go to here, Pudu, but it's only 3 stops away. I could even have walked if I wanted to. It'd be like 30, 40 minutes to get there. But as you can see, this orange line goes up to Ampang, line 3, or this darker brownish red goes to Putra Heights, line number 4. So I can take either one. It's not a good time of year to be moving fast, though. A lot of that tile is covered in water. Heavy rains again. And yeah, there's a lot of slippery tiles around. Okay. I was confused there for a second. Wasn't quite sure where I was, but now I'm oriented. Found the platform, no issue. My train should be coming from behind me right now and will arrive on this platform heading in that direction. And I intended to set aside the time to read some of these articles online, because if you type ICC Pudu into like Google, you get a lot of results from people who recommend like the top 10 dishes to have at ICC Pudu. And I was going to scan through these. And this place was kind of on my radar as well, because a subscriber contacted me. I got an email giving me the name of a popular food stall at ICC Pudu and saying if I was feeling adventurous some morning, I could head there for breakfast. So I may end up going to this place that he recommended, or to be honest, since I'm meeting Jamie, we'll probably wander around, get the lay of the land. For me, this is a little bit of a reconnaissance mission to figure out how this place works, what's there, what the atmosphere is like, and then if I become comfortable there, maybe I can return again in the future and have a more relaxed visit. I hear something, and I feel something. The ground starts to shake. Here's my train. This is a Ampang train.
Stesen berikutnya, Plaza Rakyat. Stesen penukaran ke MRT laluan Sungai Buloh Kajang. Next station, Plaza Rakyat. Interchange station to MRT Sungai Buloh Kajang line.
Just arrived at Pudu station. And I've been here, I wouldn't say a lot of times, but a fair number of times. There's a camera store here called YL Camera. It's one of the biggest and most well-known camera stores in Kuala Lumpur. Back in the old days, I came here a few times to visit the camera store, and then I discovered how interesting the Pudu neighborhood is. It has a real history, an interesting history. And I got here with plenty of time, 7:59, according to the official LRT clock. And I'm meeting Jamie at 8:30 at the entrance to ICC. I've done this walk multiple times, and I'm very familiar with the pedestrian bridge for this particular trip. Because actually my path to the ICC Pudu food court or hawker center is the same as the path I would have taken to get to YL Camera Store. So I'm on familiar ground. And there it is, my pedestrian bridge. I remember being a little bit confused by it the very first time I used it. There was something about how in the world you found the entrance on the other side. It was a bit twisty and turny, but I eventually tracked it down. Just climbing up the pedestrian overpass. Little glimpse into some of the back alleys of Pudu. And there's the LRT elevated platform over there. Yeah, this is an old school pedestrian bridge. Been here for a while, I think. Remember the bars on either side kind of struck me. First time I saw it, sort of like a prison design. As you can see, let me out, let me out. I remember thinking that this area felt a lot like Chinatown, and I think this is sort of like a Chinatown as well, the Pudu area. Large Chinese population here. And this is kind of why I had trouble getting onto this pedestrian bridge from this side. I thought that was the bridge over there, I could see it, but then it looked like I had to go through this car park to get there, and I couldn't figure it out. But the entrance is just hidden up there on the street, and you eventually find it. Jamie is staying in a hotel right here. He said he's about 3 blocks away from ICC, and I get the sense that he's an early riser. He likes to get places early, so I'm going to be arriving 15 minutes early, and he could already be there. We'll see. When I was sitting on the LRT train, I was looking at one of the articles, you know, the top 10 best foods to have, and I could easily just use that list as my guide and just start at number 1 and go to 2 and have all 10 of them. It's as good a guide as any. And one of them is the egg tart bun chun. And I've been going to the bun chun breakfast place near my guest house, or near my new hotel. And so far I haven't been able to get any of the egg tarts. But I don't know whether it's the same business or not, but they seem to sell the exact same egg tarts here at ICC, and it's called bun chun. So is bun chun the name of the restaurant, or is bun chun what they call these egg tarts? Either way, they are definitely on my radar. I will not be leaving ICC without at least trying to get an egg tart. And I saw a whole bunch of other tasty looking things. This mall on the side, that's Pudu Plaza. That's where YL Camera is located. It's in there somewhere. First glimpse of the ICC Pudu building.
Hi sir, good morning.
Good morning. So here is the front, ICC Pudu. I arranged to meet Jamie right here, sent him a map pinned to this location and a photograph of the front of the building. I remember seeing the name ICC Pudu before and finding it a little bit confusing because it just does not have a name that feels like a food court, anything like that. ICC just sounds like a convention center, you know, like International Convention Center. It just doesn't convey, you know, tasty delights are inside this building. And yeah, I found a website listing that has the full name spelled out. And believe it or not, ICC Pudu stands for Pudu Integrated Commercial Complex. So it sounds like an international conglomerate controlling the world's economy, not a place you go to get tasty egg tarts. Yeah, the articles for this place are kind of funny. They all have titles like this one: 10 legendary, must-try, authentic local food at Imbi Market in ICC. Oh, that's different as well. So they're calling the market on the inside. They're still calling it the Imbi Market, but it's inside the ICC building. So maybe that's the way this whole thing plays out, that the Imbi Market itself has moved from its old location to this location, but ICC Pudu is not really the market, it's the building as a whole, and the market is still the Imbi Market. But everyone just seems to call it ICC Pudu everywhere else. I've got a few minutes to kill before Jamie gets here, so I'm going to go for a walk. They still have a face mask policy. Please wear a face mask. And this is the famous place here, Wenko Hainan Tea and Coffee. The man who told me about this place told me exactly how to get here. That'll be the first place on your right when you go inside. And they can get very busy. I wonder if my experience here is going to mirror my experience at the Cecil Street Market in Penang. The way it worked there is when I wandered around, I thought it would be difficult to find all the places that everybody recommended, but it turns out all you really need to do is look for the lineups. And the lineups, like right here, there's a lineup at Lin Tang, 5 or 6 people in a line, and that's probably one of the famous places. There's another lineup over here. I don't know the name of that place. These places like this do tend to freak me out a little bit first time, because I just get overwhelmed by the choices, by the atmosphere, by the number of people and the chaos. Seating, ordering, carrying your food to your table. And that's why I like to go places multiple times. As I said, this is my reconnaissance trip. Just sort of get the lay of the land, figure out how it works. Oh, there's Bun Chun. And I don't see any egg tarts on display. They probably get snapped up really fast as soon as they come out of the oven. And it looks like some of the tables have QR codes on them. So you could sit down at a table with the food that you bought, but then you could also order food brought to your table, depending on the QR code. But I don't know if the QR code menu covers all the places that are here, or just their individual ones. All this I hope to figure out. Yeah, I could have used a guide coming here, someone to just point the way, explain things. The funny thing is also that I always see good food on the tables. Like when I walk by the places that are making the food and selling it, I get confused. Like, I don't know what they make. I don't know what it looks like. You know, of course, I can look at the pictures. But still, if I'm walking around, I'd much rather order by looking at the tables. I see someone eating something, and I say, oh, that looks good. Can I order that? You know, that looks good. Can I have that? Just looking at the tables would be an easier way for me to order. So I am making a big mistake, to be honest. The man who sent me the email about this place specifically told me not to come on the weekend, that for a better experience, I should come on a weekday when it's not so busy. But the timing just ended up this way. I thought I'd meet Jamie here for breakfast, and just happens to be a Saturday morning. I also get nervous because if it were just up to me, of course I would know exactly what I would get. I would get some kind of a simple food, and I wouldn't think much beyond that. But I feel like there's pressure to order the right food, you know, that this market is known for this or that special dish. And I just know I'm going to come here and then I'll leave and I'll completely miss all the food I was supposed to try because I just don't know what it is. Let's see if Jamie is outside. Wow. Felt like I was in there for like an hour and a half, but it was just sort of 5 or 6 minutes, and it's still only 8:23. Yeah, just the atmosphere. And the other side of the whole Planet Doug experience, of course, is just figuring out how to order. You have to figure out where to go, what to get, and then even when you're there, it's like, well, how does this work? And there was a I just went in, I just went to check out the famous place there. I think I'd like to start there with just a classic eggs and toast and coffee, you know, coffee. And they have a table on the outside with a menu, and I didn't know whether you're supposed to order at that table, then sit down, or sit down at a table and then order. I just didn't know. So I asked the man at the table, and he called over a young man who spoke English, and he explained to me that this is for takeaway at the table, but if you can go in and sit down and order from your table. And I explained I'm waiting for my friend, and he says, oh, no problem, I'll go reserve a table for you. Table for two, and he plopped a reserve sign on it. So I have a reserved table waiting for me. And Jamie, bang on time. I see Jamie. What time is it? 8:29. How's that for a guy? My kind of guy. But yeah, and I hope he doesn't mind. I reserved a table at the most famous place at ICC. Morning. What's that? Yeah, this is an old shirt I dug out of storage. You know, it was in one of my boxes.
Yeah, I always expect to look for the Canada shirt or the.
It's kind of red.
Yeah.
You know, it still fits in. So. Ah, okay.
Actually, our signature is Ulanzi.
That's your signature drink. Okay.
It's a coffee and tea mix.
Okay. Okay.
And the toast. Actually, it comes with the one set of eggs.
Oh, okay, like that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry?
Copy of the song.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So what you suggested, that will be my order.
Sure.
The toast and the eggs.
So you want a hot or cold?
Hot.
Sugar level?
Yeah. Pardon me?
Sugar level?
Sugar is just normal.
Just normal.
Yeah.
Generally.
That'd be good.
Need toast. Toast. You order by yourself.
How do you do that? I see people putting stuff on plates.
Yeah, actually you can choose anything you want. And then get it.
And how is that? Is it charged per piece?
Yeah, just a piece.
That's it.
The dry one.
Love this waiter. He just told me what to order, and I'm all about that. He said this is their signature drink, the Hainan tea, either hot or cold. I went for the hot. Probably should have gone cold, but traditional, feels like it should be hot. And then he said they're famous, of course, for their kaya butter toast and half-boiled eggs. And that's kind of what I wanted to get here. That's what they're known for. So that's what I'm going to get. And Jamie, he knows what he wants. He's a man of true food vision. So he's out there. He saw something that interested him, and he's putting in an order over there. Okay.
I've had Sichuan phone before, but never this style.
Okay. Okay. So Jamie went off book. He's ordering something special from over there, and I guess he has to wait in line to get it. Oh, excellent. Thank you. And they also have this soft serve kind of ice cream. Oh, okay. Thank you. Brought me a stool for my bag. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I always end up plopping my bag down anywhere. There's always a puddle or something down there. I never really worry about it, but I probably should. Ah, excellent. Toast.
So is the butter and kaya.
Okay.
Kaya is the coconut gem.
Is a what?
Coconut gem.
Oh.
Kaya, there's a kaya inside.
Okay.
Kaya is the coconut gem.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Want me to open for you?
Sure, yeah, you could. I'm not very good at it.
No, it's okay, that's fine.
You're probably an expert, right?
Easy for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty hot.
No hot, hot.
That's great.
Right. You can put salt and pepper and then stir it.
Stir it up and with the toast. Okay. Thank you. Let's add some of that. And he told me something about the kaya, like what makes it special. I didn't understand him the first time, so I asked him to repeat it, but I didn't understand the second time either. But I assume, you know, it's, oh, okay. I assume this green stuff is the kaya. So you got toast with butter, and then this other stuff, kind of a spice of some kind. So I'm such an expert in this now. You got to mix up your eggs. I'm so glad that he opened them for me. He did it in 2 seconds. I would have made a big mess. Can't believe the service here. Nice, it's wonderful. Let's try the tea before I dive in. Yeah, it's Hainan tea. But it looks like coffee, you know, the same coloring. Yeah, I mean, it tastes a lot like the coffee that I've had at lots of different kopitiams. It's smoother though, so maybe that's the tea instead of the coffee. Based on flavor, I can't really tell the difference, but the other ones that I had were really, really strong, like almost felt like it was tearing up my throat on the way down, but this is smoother. I like it. All right, time to dive into the toast. I knew it was sweet, like the butter, the toast always has a sweet flavor to it. You know, it's kind of sweet, but it surprises me every time. I don't expect it. I don't even see Jamie. He went way off book. I hope he can bring the food in here. I saw him talking to the waiter about it, so I think it's okay. Because I'm pretty sure that for this area, you're not supposed to bring food from all the other stalls and bring it in here. This seating is only for this place. That is really good though, it is. I like that. It really tastes the butter. The toast isn't really soaking up the egg, so I kind of have to spoon it up a little bit. As with most famous places, they have the history of this place on the table, like on an article here. And I took a picture of it because it's upside down for me. So, Wenko Hainan Tea was founded in 1964 by Mr. Tan Chik Kai. I just assumed the name of this place was the name of the founder, but it isn't, so I don't know what the name means. And I guess its reputation was based on the special flavor, the taste of the signature Hainan tea, which I just had. Okay, I'm onto something here. I didn't realize this, but it says that Hainan tea is neither coffee nor milk tea, but a combination of both. And that makes sense to me. The uniqueness is in its well-balanced recipe and ratio created by Mr. Tan Chik Kai that emphasizes the fragrance of the tea with a great aftertaste. So Hainan tea is a blend of the best black tea together with quality Arabica? I never know how to say that word, Arabica and Robusta coffee beans. Okay, that makes sense to me. So it's tea and coffee combined, which is where the special flavor comes from. And Jamie has arrived with something very special. What's that? What's going on here?
It's chichon bun, a rice noodle with various toppings that I'm not sure exactly what they are.
Okay, and you've had this before.
I've had the rice noodles before, but not with the toppings and the curry.
Okay.
How is it?
I don't think anybody would argue that this is traditional, but they seem to have also specialized in Hainan tea soft serve ice cream. it's right here on the menu on the table. So breakfast, you know, it's not exactly what you always have for breakfast, but give it a try. That's nice, actually.
Is that the green tea? Is that?
Yeah, the Hainan tea.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out their Hainan tea is a mix of tea and coffee.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's special.
Malaysians call it chai.
Well,
Yeah.
but you have to move fast in this heat. It's going to melt. Yeah, that looks really good. Is could I order that as well? Could you get it for me, or?
Even the same thing?
Yeah, with the eggplant.
Yeah, sure. I'll show you.
What is this? Oh, pork skin. Oh, very good.
They dry it out and then fry it.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, just without oil.
That's what it looked like to me, but I didn't necessarily know.
Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of ruining my appetite for the rest of the place, but that's fine with me. So now I've had the toast and the eggs and the ice cream, and now I'm doubling back and having a real meal because what Jamie ordered looks so good to me, and he was talking about eggplant, and if anything has eggplant in it, I can't resist. And the waiter that's been helping me out, he just went and got it for me. I asked him, you know, can I have what he's having, but without, you know, standing in line. I mean, can I just place an order for this? Because they do have it on their menu right here. Curry Chu Chung Fung. And the base is 4.5 ringgit for a large, but then what Jamie got had new things added, like the eggplant and different things, and it got up to, what did you say, 8 ringgit?
Yeah.
8 ringgit. But yeah, look at this. This is amazing. So here's eggplant.
You do have a sweet sauce and of course the sambal as well. I just had it all dumped in at one.
Really interesting texture, whatever this is.
Absolutely.
And then buried way at the bottom is noodles.
The noodles, yeah. Rice noodles.
Rice noodles. Very satisfying as a breakfast. It's good.
This is very good. I'm enjoying it quite a lot.
Thank you very much. So that was breakfast. That was really worked out well. My original idea for coming here was to go to a variety of places and like have a snack here, snack here, snack there. But I pretty much had a full breakfast here with my toast and eggs, and then the noodle dish with the eggplant, the curry thing that Jamie ordered, and I couldn't resist. Soft serve ice cream and a cup of tea. So that was breakfast. But we're gonna walk through this place, and I'm looking for the egg tart and maybe popia. We'll see. Maybe Jamie will be inspired by something. Ah. So this might be the famous place.
Yeah,
Auntie May's crispy popia.
I like popia very much.
this is vegetarian.
I see where you are very, very famous product. You sell a lot during the day?
Yeah.
How many during the day do you think you sell? Wow.
Weekend we sell about 600.
Wow, 600. Wow. Very good.
So what were you asking about?
What was the inside?
Oh.
Char siu, pork, barbecue pork, and chicken, and that's a kaya puff.
Okay.
Is there a
You
filling?
should try this one. It's very nice.
Yeah.
This one is a barbecue pork bun.
Barbecue pork bun.
Very nice.
Char siu.
Char siu bun. Very nice.
How much?
260. That
Oh,
one,
very good.
260.
Okay.
Yeah. You should try one. Just try
How
one.
much is the egg
We bake
tart?
here. We bake here.
You baked them yourself?
Yeah. This is a positive part. 260.
260?
Yeah.
Could I get two
2 of this.
and two of that
of
one?
this, yeah.
And
1 of this.
you want one of these?
Oh,
No? Okay, just one
Yeah.
and one of that.
2小港.
Yeah.
2小港. 叉燒兩隻，雞兩隻。egg tart one
Just one?
and coconut one.
Coconut one. So Jamie spotted one of these places, kind of all these baked goods. I was sort of heading down to the famous one, the Bun Choon, to get my egg tart. But since we were there chatting with the woman,
yeah. She was very nice.
yeah, she was very, very nice.
Okay.
You can't help but order something after all that
Indeed.
all that help. So I got the egg tart. I assume it will be as good or better than the Bun Choon one, and it's got to be delicious. Let's give this a try.
I didn't realize you had gotten one of these. So.
Yeah, kind of what you'd expect on the inside, you know.
Is that sweet?
Not terribly.
I'm curious what the difference between the two really.
I guess I'll have both of them right now and I'll find out. This one isn't terribly sweet. What did I get? Do you have any memory?
One was chicken.
Oh, okay.
And the other was barbecue pork.
Okay. Oh, they're hefty. That is a hockey puck. I think this is the pork one, right? So try one of these.
Got the pork.
I don't know what that is. That is a heavy duty, whatever is inside there. Is that pork?
Kids like that.
I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, now that I got more. I think so.
Right. Oh, I like that. Still sweet though. It feels a little bit desserty almost, you know?
Maybe the barbecue sauce that they use is a bit sweet.
And even the outside of it, like buttered. I think both of us are done eating for now. No more meals, but just looking around at all these signs, we keep seeing new things that catch our eye. Over there, oyster peanut porridge. And if you're looking for the famous places, just always look for the lineup, right?
Yeah, that would be it.
Huh. Kui bakul, some sort of a cake, fried gold cake, whatever it is.
That was on the list.
It was?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it down towards the bottom?
Could have been. I'll have to take another look. More popia. So I think that brings Jamie and I to the end of our ICC Pudu breakfast experience. Just wanted to back up a little bit to get another view of the outside of the building. The International Commercial Complex. Strange name, but a good place to go for breakfast. A little bit warm in there, I have to say. You got to be prepared for that. There's a couple of areas I started to feel a little bit of a fan breeze, but most of it in there is pretty hot and humid. So, Yeah, you don't want to wear your winter coat to come here. You don't need to. And on the way out, I passed a table with a big display of masks, you know, the box of 50 for 4.5 ringgit kind of masks. And I bought another box. You know, I was thinking the last box that I bought in Mesod, when I bought it, I remember thinking, or was it in Mesod? I think it was in Mesod. Like, this is the last box of masks I'll ever need to buy. And I was wrong, because I've run out, and you still need them here in Malaysia. Wonder if this guy wants to back up. Someone's honking. Anyway, that is the end. And Jamie and I are just going to go for a walk around Pudu. I'm going to put the camera away. And that's it for Pudu breakfast experience at ICC. And I'll see you in the next video.